It was a cold winter evening on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. Under the starry sky, a boy was born who would one day change the world with his visions and actions. Elon Musk. Yet, no one could have predicted that this child would redefine the boundaries of technology, space travel, and energy. A childhood filled with dreams and challenges, Elon grew up in a wealthy but emotionally complicated family. His father, Elon Musk, was a respected engineer and pilot, while his mother, May, a Canadian beauty, worked as a model and dietitian. From an early age, Elon displayed remarkable intelligence and an insatiable thirst for knowledge. By the age of 3, he could already read, and books became his constant companions. However, his childhood was far from easy. At school, he was often teased and bullied. His peers didn't understand his eagerness and unusual interests. On one occasion, he was beaten so severely by a group of boys that he had to be hospitalized. These painful experiences further isolated him and drove him deeper into the world of books and technology. Discovering technology at the age of 10, Elon received his first computer, a Commodore VIC-20. Fascinated by the endless possibilities of programming, he spent countless hours teaching himself how to code. At just 12 years old, he developed his first video game called Blastar, a simple space shooter which he sold to a computer magazine for $500. This early immersion in technology laid the foundation for his future ambitions. A leap forward. The journey to North America, the political unrest and apartheid in South Africa made life uncertain. Elon saw no future in a country plagued by discrimination and conflict. At 17, he decided to move to Canada to avoid conscription and explore new horizons. With little money and big dreams, he left his homeland. Upon arriving in Canada, he struggled to get by. He worked on a farm with distant relatives and earned money through odd jobs. His hard work paid off, and he enrolled at Queen's University in Ontario. There, he met Justine Wilson, with whom he would later start a family. But Elon's sights were already set on the United States, the mecca of technology and innovation. He transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned a bachelor's degree in physics and another in economics. His senior thesis in physics dealt with ultracapacitors, hints of his future interest in battery technologies. A leap into Silicon Valley after graduation, Elon moved to California, right into the heart of the burgeoning Silicon Valley. There, he began a PhD program in applied physics at Stanford University. However, the dot-com bubble was on the verge of bursting, and Elon recognized the unique opportunity. After only 2 days, he left the program to dive into the business world. Together with his brother Kimball, he founded Zip2 in 1995, a company that developed online city guides for newspapers. The brothers worked day and night, often sleeping in their office and showering at the nearby IMCA. Their relentless effort paid off when major newspapers like the New York Times and the Chicago Tribune showed interest. But success did not come without sacrifice. Investors pushed Elon out of the leadership, believing him to be inexperienced. Despite these setbacks, he remained focused. In 1999, Zip2 was sold to Compaq for an impressive $307 million, NDELONRECEIVED $307 million, and Elon received $22 million for his share. Rising with PayPal unwilling to rest on his laurels, Elon invested a large portion of his wealth into his next project, X.com, an online financial services and email payment company. The vision was to revolutionize banking and simplify transactions. In 2000, X.com merged with Confinity, a company operating a money transfer service called PayPal. The merger was not easy. Internal conflicts and differing visions led to tensions. Elon was ousted as CEO but remained on the board. Eventually, the company was renamed PayPal, and in 2002, eBay purchased it for an astonishing $1.5 billion. ELONSSHREAMOUNTEDTO $1.5 billion share amounted about $180 million. Dreaming of the stars, founding SpaceX with financial security, Elon turned to one of his childhood dreams, space travel. He firmly believed that humanity needed to become multiplanetary, to ensure long-term survival. Frustrated by NASA's lack of innovation and the high costs of the aerospace industry, he decided to take action himself. In 2002, he founded Space Exploration Technologies, better known as SpaceX. His goal was to make rockets more affordable and reliable. Many called him crazy, a dreamer who dared to challenge established space agencies. But Elon was undeterred. The initial years were marked by setbacks. The first 3 launches of the Falcon 1 rocket all failed spectacularly. Each failure meant not only financial loss, but also a blow to the team's morale. At his lowest point, Elon had to decide whether to invest his remaining fortune into a 4th launch. With everything on the line, he took the gamble, and the 4th launch was a success. This triumph opened the door to a billion-dollar contract with NASA. Electrifying the automotive industry, Tesla Motors parallel to his efforts in space, Elon recognized the potential of electric vehicles. In 2004, he invested in Tesla Motors, a startup with the vision of developing electric sports cars. As chairman and later CEO, he drove the development of the Tesla Roadster. The challenge was enormous. The automotive industry was skeptical about electric vehicles, and many did not believe in their mass-market potential. Production problems, technical hurdles, and funding shortages constantly threatened the company. Yet, Elon's unwavering belief and uncompromising focus on innovation eventually led to the launch of the Model S, a luxury sedan that shook the industry. The Model S became a symbol of sustainable mobility, proving that electric vehicles could be powerful and desirable. Stormy times, the years 2008 and 2009, were perhaps the most challenging in Elon's career. The global financial crisis hit both Tesla and SpaceX hard. Both companies were on the brink of collapse. Simultaneously, his marriage to Justine unraveled, and he faced personal and professional turmoil. In a desperate attempt to save his companies, Elon invested all his remaining wealth and lived off loans from friends. His determination paid off when SpaceX secured the coveted NASA contract, and Tesla managed to raise fresh capital. These events cemented his reputation as an indomitable entrepreneur, willing to risk everything for his visions. Reaching further, Solar City and sustainable energy, not content with revolutionizing the automotive and aerospace industries, Elon turned his attention to the energy sector. He supported the founding of Solar City by his cousins Lyndon and Peter Rive. The company specialized in providing solar solutions for homes and businesses. The mission was clear: to accelerate the transition to sustainable energy. Solar City grew rapidly, becoming the largest solar energy provider in the U.S. In 2016, the company was acquired by Tesla, creating an integrated energy system that encompassed solar panels, batteries, and electric vehicles. The Hyperloop and the future of transportation, Elon also addressed the problem of congested traffic. In 2013, he introduced the concept of the Hyperloop, a high-speed transportation system where passengers travel in capsules through nearly airless tubes at speeds of up to 1,200 km/h, about 750 mph. Although he didn't have time to pursue the project himself, he released the plans as open source, encouraging others to develop the idea further. The concept was picked up worldwide, and several companies have since been working on making the Hyperloop a reality. It was yet another example of Elon's ability to challenge conventional thinking and spark radical innovation. Neuralink and the fusion of man and machine. With the founding of Neuralink in 2016, Elon turned to neuroscience. The company is working on developing brain-computer interfaces that could potentially treat neurological disorders and directly link the human brain with computers. Elon sees this as a crucial step in keeping pace with the rapid development of artificial intelligence and enhancing human cognition. Starlink, revolutionizing global internet. Another ambitious project is Starlink, a satellite network by SpaceX intended to provide global internet access. By placing thousands of satellites in low Earth orbit, Elon aims to supply fast internet to remote and underserved regions. Despite concerns about space debris and light pollution, the project is advancing rapidly and has already begun offering services in various parts of the world. Personal highs and lows. Elon's personal life has been as turbulent as his professional career. After divorcing Justine, he married actress Tallulah Riley, divorced her, remarried her, and separated again. Later, he was in a relationship with musician Grimes, with whom he has a son named Xaeazi and a daughter named Exad Dark Siderail. His activities on social media often sparked controversies. His tweets influenced stock prices, led to disputes with regulatory authorities, and earned him both admiration and criticism. Nevertheless, he used these platforms to communicate directly with the public, announce projects, and share his visions. The acquisition of Twitter in 2022, Elon made headlines once again by announcing that he had acquired a significant stake in Twitter. His interest in the platform went beyond a passive investment. He spoke openly about the importance of free speech and hinted that he wanted to make changes to improve the platform. The discussions about his potential influence on social media and public discourse were intense, highlighting once again his central role in significant societal issues. The indefatigable visionary, what sets Elon Musk apart from many others, is not just his ability to conceive grand ideas, but also his relentless execution of those visions. He's known for working extremely long hours, often more than 100 hours per week, and expecting similar commitment from his employees. His leadership methods are controversial, but the results speak for themselves. His companies have revolutionized industries, and his projects aim to solve some of humanity's most pressing problems: climate change, traffic congestion, diseases, and the need to leave our planet to survive. The challenge of artificial intelligence. Elon has repeatedly expressed concern about the unchecked development of artificial intelligence. He co-founded OpenAI to ensure that AI is developed for the benefit of humanity. His warnings about the potential dangers of superintelligent AI have sparked worldwide discussions, prompting governments and companies to establish ethical guidelines for AI development. The legacy of a pioneer. Elon Musk's impact on the world is profound and multifaceted. He has shown that individual visions have the power to change entire industries. His projects have democratized space travel, advanced electric mobility, and raised awareness for sustainable energy. But his journey is far from over. With ambitious plans to colonize Mars, enhance human brain performance, and build global communication networks, Elon shows no signs of slowing down his efforts. An inspiring journey. Elon's story is a source of inspiration for many. It demonstrates that perseverance, courage, and belief in one's ideas can move mountains. Despite numerous setbacks and criticism, he has never stopped dreaming big and working hard to make those dreams a reality. In a world often characterized by short-term thinking and skepticism, Elon Musk reminds us that it's possible to achieve the impossible. His journey from a bullied boy in South Africa to a leading innovator of our time is proof that vision and determination can change the world. Looking ahead, the coming years promise to be just as exciting as the previous ones. Whether it's the first manned flights to Mars, breakthroughs in AI research, or new ways of generating and consuming energy, Elon's influence will continue to be felt. While some question his methods, there's no doubt that his contributions have left an enduring mark on the world. His story is still being written, and the world eagerly awaits the next chapters. Final thoughts. Elon Musk embodies the essence of a modern pioneer. His ability to push boundaries and achieve the unimaginable makes him a unique figure in human history. His story is not just that of one individual, but a reflection of what's possible when one has the courage to think big and work tirelessly for it.